morning, All Saints, and welcome to this week's episode of VERBUM. And I hope you had a wonderful weekend. As you know, we have entered into the season of Lent. It's a 6 weeks period where we observe prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Before we begin this week's VERBUM reflection, let's pause for a moment and think about these questions. What is Lent? And why, as All Saints Catholic College and as Catholic community, why do we observe Lent? What is the purpose of observing this Lent? Lent is a period of 40 days, and during this time, we remember how Christ entered into the desert to be tempted for 40 days and 40 nights. We see that in the scripture that he was tempted 3 times, and in all these temptations, Christ says no. As we observe this year's Lent, let's focus on a couple of things based on prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Pope Francis gives us an example.
Lent is right around the corner, and this year, Pope Francis encourages Christians to let go of idols and rethink their lifestyle so they can have freedom. In his 2024 Lenten message entitled "Through the Desert, God Leads Us to Freedom," the Pope said, quote, "We can become attached to money, to certain projects, ideas, or goals, to our position, to a tradition, even to certain individuals. Instead of making us move forward, they paralyze us. Instead of encounter, they create conflict." The Pope emphasized that Lent allows the opportunity to slow down, pause, and rediscover a contemplative dimension of life. But while Christians renew their individual lives, Pope Francis urges them to remember their neighbors, as expressed by the head of the Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development.
The Pope observes, "Today, too, the cry of so many of our oppressed brothers and sisters rises to heaven. Let us ask ourselves, do we hear that cry? Does it trouble us? Does it move us? Where are we on the journey with so many siblings at home and worldwide who cry out and ask us to walk with them?"
At the end of his message, the Pope emphasized making decisions carefully, as they can alter the lives of others. The 2024 Lenten season begins on February 14th and ends on March 28th.